Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on WAMUQ, Washington Mutual Incorporated. Been a while since I did this, but after today's action, want to get it back updated. We saw some nice bullish action today after 3 straight red days in a row. Finally starting to rebound here, it looks like. So I want to get this updated and fulfill the quite a few requests I have gotten on it. So let's just dig in. I'll probably just spend most of my time on the daily chart, but may snoop down around the weekly and 60-minute chart too, but we'll see what happens. So the first thing that happened the past couple days that I liked was we had this previous high here that was formed back on August 31st, and this value was at 0.2089. So maybe 21 cents we can just call for argument's sake. And this was a key resistance level. When it was broken here, it became a key support level. So we'll make that green for support. And then this is where the kind of good part comes. As you can see, price came down there, and yesterday found some support there, and today that support was kind of reinforced by the clear bounce up in price, so that was a good sign to see, and hopefully this will continue on next week. Obviously only time will tell with that, but having this area be able to hold strong as support from a charting perspective was very good and encouraging to see. So the next question becomes, well, we got this green candle, now what other sorts of things do we want to see happen next week? And with that, we'll start to map out some of these resistance levels that we want to see it break. The key one to kind of make sure the party stays going and hopefully will gain steam is this level right here. Why am I choosing that? Well, if we look, you can see that first of all, it was a high here, and then it was a low of some candles here, and then it was a low of a bunch of candles here. So essentially it was support for quite a while, but when it was broken, technical analysis 101, it became resistance, and that's where it still stands as resistance. So this level at what did I say that was? At 25 cents is kind of a key shorter term resistance that needs to get above. Not only does the price need to get above it, we need to see some closes above that level too at the same time. If that can occur, then I would say that the bounce is underway. One thing to note is that it doesn't go from bounce all the way up to breakout. First, something has to be able to bounce before it can reverse, and it's got to reverse before it can break out. Right now, short term I'm speaking, long term still in an uptrend, but a shorter term there is a downtrend right now, and the thing that we need to try to do is at least go sideways, which will be stabilized, and then we need to start to bounce, and eventually a bounce will turn into a reverse, and a reverse will hopefully turn into a breakout from our point up here. But obviously one step at a time, and for the time being it's looking like one of two things: either we're going to stabilize here and the price is going to keep going sideways, or this is the beginning of a bounce. Now remember, bounces don't automatically mean reverses. There can be head fake bounces, there can be the dead cat bounces or whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is there's still today was good, but from an overall perspective of trying to reverse around, there's still work that needs to be done in the shorter term. Let me pull up the 60-minute here. Stun this out. Pretty much you can see the same thing. What I did want to point out here on the 60-minute was that price did a great job of bouncing from the 200 period moving average on the 60-minute. We do have the 50 period above us, so a break of that, and as you can see, that value right now is at 25 cents, which was the important level on the daily chart. But right now it's looking like, if anything, we might do some channeling between these two important moving averages, 200 down here and the 50 up here. So that was the interesting part that's going on with the 60-minute. Now let's hop over to the other extreme and pull up the weekly real quick. There we go. You can see that on the weekly we had, let me move this, had this nasty looking candle right here. Maybe that's that might be a bad print. I mean, I don't think it ever really went up to 45 cents, so we're just going to disregard that candle. I guess the quickest way is, wow, did it really go up that high? Maybe it has. Okay, well, on the weekly chart, then we do have this nasty looking candle here because it went all the way up here during that week and then got knocked back down. But considering how kind of brutally looking this candle was here, I'd say that this week wasn't too bad on the weekly chart, especially since it did hold up on this support. The next support on the weekly. So this is, if you're a true longer term player, then this is a chart you would be looking at. But we have this support level down here, and this was formed back in April. But this high is at right about 15 cents. So if this support can't hold, then this will be the next area. But for the time being, this support's been doing a good job of holding. So we'll see what happens. If you do have any other questions on the Washington Mutual chart, please shoot me a message. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you go there and sign up for the email, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting excellent reviews. And with your subscription, which is free, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, all sorts of things. We've been making some good money together, so it's one of those situations where you can learn, make some money, and there's no strings attached. It's all free, so it's a good deal and worth at least checking out and giving a try. Once more, this is Washington Mutual Incorporated. Everybody have a good weekend.